is your first time here, hi, I'm Betty, and this is the Well-Rounded Workshop. Today is episode 2 of my Spring Cleanup Rescue series, where once again I'm out here reminding everyone to think before tossing things away, just because they're a little tired, worn out, or looking a bit rough around the edges. I mean, if that were the rule, Chuck would have gotten rid of me years ago. Proof that sometimes a little lipstick, a little effort, and a quick touch-up can go a long way. So today I'm going to show you a couple more curbside rescues I saved from heading to the landfill. And this one's going to be a quickie, I promise. So first up is this adorable sailor birdhouse. I was so happy to find this at the side of the curb. Other than a small piece missing from the side of the nose and desperately needing a paint job, it's actually really in pretty good shape. So I'm going to make a new piece for the side of the nose, spruce up the paint, and I'm going to make a little wooden pipe too, using a dowel and maybe a wooden threaded spool if I can dig one up in my stash. Because what's an old sailor without his pipe? I'm tracing out 2 new side pieces for the sailor birdhouse nose because he's missing a little something and I don't like leaving things half finished. Then it's over to the scroll saw to cut them out and get him back in one piece. Quick fix, simple shape, and we'll have him looking complete in no time. First up, I gave the whole piece a quick sanding just to smooth things out and get it ready for a fresh coat of paint. The weather was finally nice, so I moved everything outside to work on the sailor birdhouse in the fresh air. I mixed 2 different yellows to get that perfect fisherman raincoat yellow, and let me tell you, this wood was thirsty. It soaked up that paint like it hadn't seen color in years. Then I moved on to all the little white details, his mustache, his eyebrows, and those fun little features that really bring him to life. After that, I mixed up a custom skin tone by blending a few shades of paint together until I got something that felt just right for him. Slowly but surely, he's starting to come back to life. And for the pipe, I start by marking the thread spool with my center punch to mark exactly where I'm going to drill. Then I clamp the spool into the vise so it's nice and secure because nobody wants things moving around at this stage. I start with a smaller drill bit to get things going, then step it up to a larger one to create the hole for the dowel. Once that's done, I cut my dowel a little shorter so it fits just right and glue it firmly into place inside the spool. A quick coat of black paint to finish it off, and voila, the sailor officially has his pipe. So next up, I found this old dome light fixture with the cord cut off. I actually really love this big shade, and it's still in pretty decent shape. The cage part is metal and a little rusty, and then it has this woven plastic cord wrapped all around it that kind of gives it a cool texture. I'm planning to hang it outside under my gazebo where I usually sit. And honestly, if it's just going outside anyway, I figure I may as well have a little fun with it. So naturally, it's getting painted Betty's favorite color, red. I found this fixture chain in my tickle trunk that I'm going to use to hang it, and I got this magnetic LED light from Canadian Tire for like $6. It's really pretty bright, and I think it's going to work out perfect for what I need. First step, getting rid of this cord and the old LED light. This piece of metal, I think I'm just going to use my side cutters here. And looks like it's a Phillips. Well, that didn't take much. So this shade is really 2 halves put together with these little plastic clips, and they're all coming loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a few zip ties just to hold it together. I'm going to put it in on the inside here. Pull it tight. looks really pretty good there. And I'll just snap this off. Perfect. And lastly, for today, when I was out scouring the neighborhood for curbside treasures, I kept spotting Christmas wreaths being tossed everywhere. I could have easily ended up with a dozen of these things, but I capped myself at 3. Yes, I do have some self-control. Well, kind of. It's really that I just ran out of room in the truck. These things are not cheap, so I'm not quite sure why so many were being thrown out. And you might be wondering, what am I going to do with Christmas wreaths in May? Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to store them away until next Christmas like a very responsible person. And speaking of storage, here's where it gets a little funny. So a few weeks ago, Chuck and I were at the dump disposing of actual garbage when what do I find leaning up against the dumpster? 3 perfectly good, in like-new condition, wreath storage containers, all zip-tied together like they were just waiting for me. At that point, I'm sorry, that's not trash, that's fate. So of course, they came home with me. So 3 wreaths and 3 storage containers. Let's get these put away. And just like that, we're ready for storage. And it was free for me. And I'll see you back in December. And here they are. I'm seriously loving how this light fixture turned out. That bright red paint gave it a whole new life, and the gold fixture chain worked perfectly. I think it will look so funky and fun hanging under the gazebo, and I know the LED bulb is going to throw off the perfect amount of light out there too. And this little sailor or fisherman or sea captain, whatever he is, might actually be my favorite part of the whole video. I freshened up the paint, I added a little wooden pipe, and I found these googly eyes at the dollar store, and I knew I just had to glue them on. I swear, those eyes give him so much personality. His last story could have ended up at the bottom of a landfill, but now he's back out here looking like he's 3 drinks deep and about to tell everybody about the one that got away. And as far as these wreaths, well, they'll be tucked away safely in their fancy little storage containers now, like the classy curbside rescues they are. Well, that's a wrap on episode 2 of my Spring Cleanup Rescue series. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and let me know down in the comments if you would have rescued these items as well. I hope to see you back next week for the final episode of the Spring Cleanup series, and then I'll be back with more project videos. Until then, keep your birds happy, your fixtures well hung, and your imagination slightly inappropriate. And remember, if it's sturdy, well shaped, and has good bones, it's worth bringing home and giving it a good working over. Bye for now.